What up, guys? Welcome to your 19th and 20th tutorial to finish this list view. Again, thanks for watching and subscribing. Basically, if you don't know what list view is, let's check it out. This is what our end result's going to be. This is a list view. You can scroll through it, and when we click on it, it's just going to show a toast for us. So, kind of a review on the toast, but this list view is going to be kind of new to you. And, you know, I kind of ran through these next two, or this tutorial and the next one pretty quickly, so if you guys need me to explain some more about list view and list activities and stuff like that, just let me know and I'll create another tutorial kind of walking through everything again. So again, thanks for watching. Let's get started. There's a few different ways we can do list views. I find this one to be the easiest, so I'm just going to show you this way of doing it. What we need to do first is we need to go to Layout, and we're going to open a new XML. And this XML is just going to define one single listing in our list, just to give it something to work with later. We'll reference this as one single listed item, and there will be plenty of these. So we're just going to call it single item, or yeah, single item.xml. And it's going to be a layout. And again, we want it to be a single item, so we aren't going to need a linear layout. We want this to be a text view because we're going to be displaying text. So this might be a little different, but you know, you probably understand what's going on a little bit. And we want to go within these this end brace, and we're going to define some stuff within the opening text view. And we want to set up the Android text size. And again, we can do this by 20 dp, but also you can use SP. This is basically like what the user has their font size set up as, and it basically just kind of uses the ratio, kind of like dp, but it uses that ratio with what they have their text size set up as already on their phone. And then also the other thing we need to do, so we probably want to set up some padding. So these are two new kind of variables that we haven't used before, but or we probably use text size, but anyways, the padding we probably want to be 15 dp, and this is going to be what wraps around our text and our item. So you don't want to have your list with no space in between all of your whatever items you have in here. For example, if this was a list of these 5 different rows, you don't want them like that. You probably want some spacing like that. So that's what the padding does, and that'll be on all sides of the text. And we're just going to save that and exit out of there. Next thing we want to do is we want to set up a new activity or a new class, and it's going to be a list activity. So that's going to be a little bit different as well. And we're just going to call this list view, or I'm just going to call it list v, doesn't matter. And finish. Again, we probably want to add reference to this as well, but we'll get to that in a second. Actually, let's do that real quick. So in our main class, we want our menu class, we want the second button to open up this list activity. And this is just review, but here we go. Corn Boys, the basics. Alright, I must have already done it. Tutorial 2. You just want to change that end part tutorial 2, and then we want to set up that new, or in our Android manifest, we want to set up tutorial 2 as our, our list activity. So I'm just going to copy and paste one of these. Probably not the one with the theme that we did, but just copy that one, paste it down here, label it as list v, and we want it to be tutorial 2. There we go. We shouldn't get any problems with that. Just make sure that reference is the same between that and my main, and this one right here, our main menu for button 2. And then now we're back in this list v class. Usually we extend activity, but we want to extend some other properties that we can use, or some other methods. And it's going to come from the list activity class. So we need to still import this, and we're going to check out some of the override methods. So as always, right click, source, override methods, and as you can see, we have all of these that we can use from. We have some from the list activity, and as you can see, we can still reference the one from the regular activity. So we're going to go down to the onCreate just like we always do, hit OK, and the other thing we're going to need is we're going to need some stuff that's going to be in our list. So we need to set up kind of a new variable, and it's going to be a static final, meaning that it's not going to change and it's for this class pretty much. And you can't mess with it after you define it. And it's going to be a string variable. If you remember, that's text. But string only is one word pretty much, unless if we have a ton of words within the same quotations. To get more, this is basically an array. So now we can list multiple things within this string variable that we're setting up, and it'll kind of reference it through an array. I don't know if that made sense, probably not, but we're going to call this variable food. And what's it going to equal? Well, it's going to equal a new string, and again, it's going to be an array. That's basically what those little bracket things mean. And then we can define what it means within a new set of brackets. So to define our string, usually we say, it's equal to something like ice cream. Yeah, and then we could just define ice cream. But with an array, we can set up two items within our food class. So this is going to be like the first, or the 0 item. That's going to be like first item, second item, third item, stuff like that. And so we're just going to add some other stuff in here, like bacon. Everyone loves bacon, unless if your religion doesn't like you to like bacon. And we're going to do cheese, because who cannot like cheese, really? It's delicious. Sandwich. And just to save some time, I'm going to copy and paste these. And if you want to add your own variables, that's cool. But I'm just kind of setting up some more variables that we can use so our list is a little bit longer. And then all you gotta do is gotta go down to this bracket and again finish off this full statement. Basically, now we set up our food string array, and it's gonna carry all these things. Yeah, I'm just gonna clip the video here, and I'll see you guys next tutorial where we finish it and we actually kind of use this single item XML and all that good stuff. So see you guys. Peace.